How nations get around sanctions. Sanctions sound simple: block the money, stop the war machine. But in the real world, companies, ships, and middlemen build workarounds fast. Today, we'll show you the 5 most common evasion tricks, 3 real data signals to watch, and what's actually working to shut them down. Sanctions are meant to stop money and block important technology. This is mostly for things like energy and defense. Since 2022, new rules have tried to limit Russia's oil sales and high-tech parts. North Korea also has strict limits on fuel and weapons. Here's how bad actors get around sanctions. They make plans and find ways to cheat the rules. 1. Flags and fronts. In this way, ships change names, ownership, and flags, trade via shell firms, and use non-G7 insurers. This is the shadow fleet you keep hearing about. 2. Dark shipping. Manipulating or switching off tracking devices to transfer oil, ship to ship, in open water. Then use ports that don't check closely. This blurs where the oil comes from and how much it costs. 3rd, transshipment and relabeling. Goods go through other countries. The paperwork and codes get massaged so banned items sneak in like normal electronics. Places like Central Asia, the Caucasus, and the Middle East are often used for these routes. 4th, dodging price caps. They sell oil for more than the allowed price. They use secret traders and fake shipping fees to sell to countries outside the coalition. This is an effort to directly undermine the intended sanctions, and by extension, supporting Russia's economy. 5th, quota busting, or breaking import limits. For North Korea, this means moving fuel between ships and sneaking into ports to get more than they are allowed every year. The G7 set a price cap to let oil keep moving, but cutting the money Russia makes from it. Stopping these oil runners has always been a challenge. Now the focus is on risky ships, fake insurance, and missing tracking signals. These tricks help oil get sold for more than the cap. Recent crackdowns have blacklisted dozens of tankers and warned banks, shippers, and insurers to tighten their due diligence. The International Energy Agency says Russia's oil exports dropped to 7.3 million barrels a day in May 2025, and revenues slid. Proof enforcement can bite, but volumes remain high thanks to rerouting and the dark fleet. Missiles and drones need computer chips from other countries. Even with rules in place, these underground networks still get Western or Asian chips by using middlemen and small traders. Investigators have traced the buying chains to find webs of obscurity on who will really use the chips. The UN monitors ship-to-ship transfers and secret fuel deliveries. These actions likely broke the yearly fuel limit. Dozens of tanker trips were made, proving that looking the other way adds up over time. The data shows you don't need classified intel to track the rogues because public data leaves fingerprints like clues. One clue is called a mirror trade gap. If country A says it sends lots of computer parts to a small country, and country B's imports of every random thing mysteriously rise, you've found smoke. Something is off. This is a sign goods are moving in secret. Watching how tankers move can help too. Longer trips, ship-to-ship transfers, turning off tracking devices, and quick changes in ship names and flags or owners are all core warning signs. Another clue is money. The International Energy Agency checks monthly to see how much oil countries are exporting and how much money they make from it. When governments crack down harder on illegal sales, nefarious behavior usually go down for a while. Experts say if these crackdowns keep getting stronger, the countries selling the oil could lose billions of dollars in income each year. And that's a message to Russia, desperate for war-torn finances. Does enforcement work? Yes, when it's targeted and consistent. Making rules stricter, punishing the helping nations, and stopping secret deals can lower prices and take away sanctioned, illegal money. But when sanctions cramp, the more devious the workarounds. So in this cat-and-mouse game, the rules must keep changing. Choke points are key. Focus on insurance, shipping, and payments. Small changes here can make a big difference. Vessel due diligence. Verify real owners and insurers. Monitor automatic identification system patterns. Avoid ship-to-ship transfers in known hot zones. Keep supply chains clean. Check who sells and buys the goods. Watch for new sellers with odd buying patterns. Update rules often. Change price caps and vessel lists to keep up with new tricks. The European Union has made new rules. They both lowered the price cap on Russian oil and targeted more ships in Russia's shadow fleet. Let's clear up some common myths. Some people say, sanctions never work. That's not true. Even if they don't stop everything, they still bite by lowering illegal money changing hands and making it hard to get supplies. Others say, just ban everything. Overbroad rules push trade into darker channels. Smart enforcement aims for friction, not perfect seals. Here's the bottom line. Dodging sanctions is like that game of cat and mouse. The cat wins when it controls the money, insurance, and shipping. The cat can change the rules faster than the mouse can come up with new tricks. To see if sanctions are working, look for three things: strange trade patterns, how tankers move, and if oil money goes down. Follow the services, watch the ships, follow the money. Quick question. Should the US and allies go harder enforcing sanctions, or is there a smarter way? Drop your take in the comments. If this video gave you insight on the struggle to enforce sanctions, please subscribe to our channel. We rely on data, multiple sources, and rigorous fact-checking to support our content.